Many organizations, they focus on diversity, but this inclusion part, especially during the hiring, how do you bridge that gap, ma'am? Ma'am, I'll give you two options: hard work or smart work. What will you choose?
Was in 8th standard when I think my teacher asked me, what do you want to become? I told that I want to become an HR manager. I never knew what was HR that time. It just came off.
How do you understand everybody in person? How do you do that? Welcome back to another episode of Boss Bites. This is Epd-2, the host for the show. Today we have an experienced professional joining us, and if you guys want to know who that is, you've got to watch this video till the end. With no further delay, let's welcome the guest for the episode, Ms. Dilshad Azim, an inspiring leader in the field of diversity, equity and inclusion. And ma'am has 15 years of experience in HR, and now she's currently serving as the Diversity Hub Manager in Grundfos. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your time. First of all, I know you're very busy, but you're still giving us your time. So, are you ready, ma'am, for the question?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. So, what inspired you to specialize in diversity, equity and inclusion?
Okay, specialization in this was an accident, I would say, but HR was something I was passionate about. So I was in HR for more than 15 years, and diversity just happened where I had to do some role movement in my current organization. But diversity was anyway part of the HR, right? So this was not new to us, new to me as well. But I think deep diving into diversity, it's a big ocean, and that is where I picked up. I think thanks to Grundfos, I would say, who had given me this opportunity to move into a very specific role where I had a lot of learnings, and I'm trying to see how we can get that integrated, because I think now the current world or trend, I would say, that we are moving towards diversity.
Yes.
So diversity is not the only thing. We need to also think about the inclusion part of it. I think that goes hand in hand. And I'm very sure that whatever experience or whatever researches I'm doing currently on diversity and inclusion, it is going to make a big way, at least to my organization.
Definitely, ma'am. Many organizations, they focus on diversity, but this inclusion part, especially during the hiring, how do you bridge that gap, ma'am?
Okay, so as I told you, diversity, what is diversity for you?
All different people coming together, working in one place.
Absolutely. So it includes everyone, right? It is not only the women and the men part of it, but most predominantly, I think the moment you ask diversity, they always see to the gap of gender,
yes,
women and men. So it is much more than that. I think we or you as the younger generation has to look forward more than the gender part of it. And coming back to your question on the inclusion part of it, yes, now I think all the companies are running behind this inclusion, and they are just trying to make a tick mark in their, the list that, okay, we are also a company where inclusion is very, very important for us. But at least for me, in my organization, it is not the same, because Grundfos has 8 years old organization where inclusion is part of our values as such, where we try to have a lot of included people. For example, if I have to tell you, in Denmark, which is our headquarters, we have 300 plus people with disabilities working in the flex department. And in India, we have around 18 people with the neurodivergent working in the operations department. So this shows that it is not one tick mark for us. We are really focused to see how we can do it. Inclusive hiring is nothing but making more comfortable, giving those special accommodation to the persons with disabilities, and the other diversity, as I mentioned, other than the gender, just getting to understand and embracing them. I think that is what is very, very important when you work in an organization where you want to also include the inclusion part of it. And one more important thing in inclusion is readiness of the organization and the employees. I think as an organization, they should be aware of what is this and how we need to embrace it. Unless and until they don't have an awareness, I am sure they will not be able to take that forward.
How do you manage everything? Like you say, because diversity is about a lot of people. So when they all come together, how do you understand everybody in person? How do you do that?
So as you know that a lot of the studies, what it reveals is when you have a diverse workforce, you need to, your profitability rate, your discussions or whatever innovations is there, it is 50% higher. I'm telling not only the gender part of it, but the other things also. And how do you do it? For that, the leader, I think they're all working in the teams, right? No one is an individual person. So when they work as a team, they should have that, cultural mindset where they can know, okay, this is what this person is all about, and this is how his culture is, and this is what the background he comes from, he or she. Based on that, he will be able to enable that or facilitate that within the team. So the leader or the team managers who are all there, they should have the cultural mindset. And that is one thing the company should invest in, I would say.
Got it, ma'am. This is very nice. Something very new to get it from you. And you lead this campus to career,
right?
So what were the biggest challenges you faced in that?
Gen Zs.
Yes.
I know you're all Gen Zs here.
Yeah. The biggest challenges you faced in that.
Gen Zs.
Yes.
I know you're all Gen Zs here.
Yeah.
But Gen Z's biggest problem, I would say that I know they're all well aware. They are very confident, more confident than the millennials, which I am into. And but only thing is the commitment. I feel that is little less comparatively, and they get bored easily, I guess, with one job. For example, I took almost 15 years to come or to work wherever I am right now, right? So it is kind of, too much of hard work and struggle. But Gen Zs, when they come for the interview, they just want in 1 or 2 years, like especially that Rajini type of movie songs, that Annamala, and the cycle of he becomes a rich person. It doesn't work that way, right? So you need to work hard. I think that is what is missing. And that is also one of the, initiative through Campus to Career. We keep telling the basic simple things to all the students, stating that you cannot achieve in a day. It needs time. You need to learn. You need to do things which everyone has been doing. I think the successful person also does this on a daily basis. So that is how I think we are also making some impact with the college students, reiterating what they are already aware of and telling them that yes, this is what we want you to continue to do, so that to reach a greater heights and with sustainable one.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I'll give you two options: hard work or smart work. What will you choose?
I would say both.
Both together.
Yes. Okay. Because hard work is something, it was there in our generation where we used to do things. But now, as I told you, we have a diverse kind of, work phase where hard work alone doesn't work. You also need to do a smart work to it. Thinking about how the environment is right around. And of course, I think it goes hand in hand. Wherever you need to do smart work, you'll have to do. Wherever it really requires to get into the ground level, you will have to get in. There is no shortcut to it.
Yes, ma'am. And then what advice would you give to young professionals who want to build their career in HR?
Okay, so young professionals in any career, rather than especially HR, is that you should know how to deal with the humans. I think that is one important thing I would say. HR is not only about, getting to understand what the HR process is and getting to know. It is more about getting to know as a person how he is. So connecting with the employees, and that will be only done when you understand yourself better. That is why you try to connect with them, right? So I feel you need to understand maybe psychology, that will help them. So if in case you're an MBA, maybe you can just take a diploma course or something like that to understand the psychology of it and then apply it. Okay. Not only study, but apply it, so that you gain that experience, and over the experience, I'm sure you'll be able to reach wherever the person want to.
Got it, yes. Ma'am, one final question. What keeps you motivated and passionate about your work every day? Like, what is the driving force?
Okay, so as I told you, my HR related job, I think when I was in 8th standard, when I think my teacher asked me, what do you want to become? I told that I want to become an HR manager. I never knew what was HR that time. It just came off, Someone just told me that HR is about talking to employees, and that's where I was passionate about. So, and then slowly when I moved into my, the degree and the college and other stuff, that is where I started to learn. And what keeps me close is connecting with new people, understanding them, learning with them. All those things, till now, it keeps me excited. Every day morning when I wake up, I always think or tell to myself that how many persons I'm going to meet today and how many new things which I'm going to learn. And at the end of the day, when I go back, am I happy with my work, whatever I'm doing? And that is what, one good thing which keeps me going until now, I would say.
So nice, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Because I personally had a very good conversation with you, because I was able to understand you well, and your thoughts, that definitely inspired me. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much for calling me here.
Yes.
And I would like to thank, SRM Easwari Department of Management Studies for inviting us here and giving me this opportunity. And I'm sure we are looking forward to collaborate with your college and work more towards empowering all women candidates here.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have come to the end of this episode, and if you guys want to watch more of these videos, you've got to wait. Until then, this is Argent Christopher signing off from the show. Thank you.